I'm Daniel Bissonnette, an international speaker, best-selling author, and in the world's top 15 most influential vegans of all time. And to give you a little background how it all started, I want to share with you my story. Ever since I was a little boy, I had a huge passion for healthy eating. I was raised on a whole food, plant-based, organic diet, and I thought everybody ate like that. Till I went to school. And from that day on, for 6 years of my life, I was called the weird kid, bullied because I ate different. And so I learned to keep quiet about my food choices. And when everyone else was having fun with their friends, I sat alone under this great big evergreen tree with no one to play with, picking apart the tree's pine cones. And then, in grade 3, my teacher asked me to do a presentation on my diet. That is exactly what I wanted to avoid. I was about to gladly say no, but then it hit me. What if I helped just one kid eat healthier? And so I did the presentation, and to my surprise, kids started reading the label, switching to organic food, and trashing their junk. I wasn't called the weird kid anymore. But then they said, "Daniel, how do you remember and understand all that complex science and not even look at your notes?" And that's when the question hit me. What is it that I'm doing different that's helping me outperform not only my classmates, but the entire school, even the higher grades, like grade 4 and 5? And after looking far and wide, looking at nature, looking at studies, after 2 years of research, I found the answer in the bees. It's the number one most profound nutrition lesson you will ever learn, based off of 500 million years of evolution. You see, the bees figured out how to hack their biology with nutrition. They figured out how to take two genetically identical larvae and predetermine their fate and destiny forever. By feeding one bee bread made from pollen and honey, she'll develop into a default worker, short-lived and sterile. But by feeding one royal jelly, she'll develop into a large reproductive queen. But what the bees also figured out is just as importantly as what their queen does eat is what their queen doesn't. Turns out royal jelly silences a key gene, DNMT3, which silences the queen genes. So when DNMT3 is on, the larva develops into a default worker. But when DNMT3 is shut down, the queen genes jump into action, and the larva develops queenly behaviors. You can think of it like every time you eat a bag of chips, the lights turn off. But then, when you eat that delicious apple, the mechanism that shuts the lights off shuts down. And the lights are on, and your genius is activated. You see, we're not bees, so no matter how much royal jelly I eat, I know I'm not growing any wings or laying any eggs anytime soon. But we do have a greatness, something that we can activate, a genius that will bring us to our fullest potential. I call that our genius mode. And so the question was very clear to me. What is it that activates our genius mode? And I figured it out. The royal jelly for humans is you have to have the right foods in the right combinations at the right time. You see, whatever you eat, your body's able to break that food down to its chemical parts or reassemble those parts into you. You see, you're only as genius as the food you give your body. So I was sharing this with people, and they're saying,
"Daniel, this is great, but I'm not gonna carefully design my whole meal for half an hour in the morning. I gotta go drop my kids off at school and go to work."
And I realized I have to make it easy and simple so people can make it in 5 minutes or less. And so I put it on a book, Daniel's Breakfast Burst. Upgrade the recipes to their fullest, not compromising any flavor, but giving you peak nutrition. You see, if you want to activate your genius, you're going to have to go the extra mile. Most of us just focus on the right foods. But if you don't have the right combinations, you can only be absorbing 10% of the nutrients. If you don't have it at the right time, how are you going to get even the micronutrients out of your food? And so, if you want to activate your inner genius, you're going to need to get your copy of Daniel's Breakfast Burst, the instruction manual to activating your inner genius. With over an entire month of breakfast recipes At as little as 55 cents a recipe, you'll be on your way to activating your inner genius. These are recipes I cherish and have been enjoying ever since I was this little. And they're the secret to my success. The book has been featured on TV, radio, magazines, and now it's available to you. And a portion of proceeds from my book go to Borneo Wildlife Preservation. Because when you make breakfast, you make a difference. A good start is page 23 for breakfast. Or maybe you'll find a special favorite. Everybody's got a special favorite. Dr. McCullough from drmccullough.com. He's got one. Dave Asprey, founder of Bulletproof. He's got one. Dr. Udo Rasmussen, the father of flaxseed oil. He's got one. Wim Hof, the Iceman, with 26 world record. He's got one in his backpack. Mary Diamond from The Secret. She's got one. Jim Quick from Quick Learning. He's got one. Julie Danielic from Hot Detox. She's got one. Bill Walsh, America's best small business expert. He's got one. Bernardo Moya, founder of the Best UX Expo. He's got one. Calliope Barley's NLP Master. And the Breakfast Heroes of Tomorrow. And now you can get yours too. So go to DanielBissonnette.com and activate your inner genius. Bon appetit!